Dr. Raj Shah, Administrator of USAID. You've been here almost since the beginning of the Obama administration.
I have been. I got here just a few weeks before the Haiti earthquake.
So they call you the senior statesman.
Not yet.
You were saying that you almost think of this as a $22 billion company.
Yeah, well, we have a mission. Our mission is to work to end extreme poverty and to build resilient democratic societies. We have resources provided by Congress, and under this administration, our resources and staffing and capability are all up because I think we've earned some strong bipartisan support. And like a well-run private sector institution, we have to demonstrate we're delivering real results in a transparent way.
I think a lot of people don't think of a government agency as having a business model.
The old model of development was if people need something, you provide it. So they need food, you give them American grown and shipped food. There is still a critical role for that basic humanitarian service that we provide. But we've also said if we're really going to transform these economies and create opportunity for hundreds of millions of people who live on $1 a day or below that, we need to engage private companies and reshape what's possible.
Now this kind of become the data administration. You were on the leading edge of that. You've talked from the beginning about the importance of science, technology, data, results.
So one of the things we've done that I'm very excited about is we've created something called the U.S. Global Development Lab. And the idea was just, DOD has DARPA and the Energy Department has the Energy Labs. We should have a scientific and technical platform so that young people across this country can invent new solutions to old problems. And so we can collect massive amounts of data and analyze what's possible in open and public ways. And so we've seen some real success. We have student groups at Berkeley that have invented something called the cell scope. You put a little plastic microscope on the other end of an iPhone. You take a photo of a blood smear, and you can diagnose malaria with 90+% specificity, which takes the laboratory step out of the medical diagnosis and allows you to treat children in rural Zambia without ever needing to go to a lab.
Now, part of your background is with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. You were a director there. You worked there for 7 years. You've adopted some of their practices, and one of them is the annual letter. Tell us about that.
So when I started, I said, boy, our mission is so big and so complex. We have 9,600 people all around the world. It would be nice to be able to just sit down and, in my own words, write a letter describing what we're trying to do, what we're getting done.
And are the business practices, the sort of business model, the sort of more CEO focus you've brought to this organization, is that baked in now? Will that last past you?
I certainly hope so. We have, let me see if I can find it. So now every one of our staff has a card like this. And we worked very hard with business leaders from around the country to recraft our mission and to be clear about our approach and to be able to communicate and design our programs in a manner where we can measure and report on results. And that's really the only way we can both end extreme poverty and demonstrate to the world that we're actually doing it.
Branding.
Culture.